Makwaba about POG political media so said you dan die no my Ghana daily political updates ni bi and I also ya boa no say the best my Ghana and the POG ya for na say almost one who the echo and the eba my Ghana political stream so na make sure say na first time my visit a POG media and the go kwan so bet me drop subscription now I hit the notification bell no na wa share no for so answer so etimi aka almost one who the echo and the eba wo my Ghana yamanyo simu ne ebo ran simu na che say yebo the ra rich hospital and sensemi ya no so be esi rough and nurses are na che say almost be twan through media na so to ora na say rough so a che say okowi ase che say penifo de o many tool for me investigation na che say no kwabia ni sansema nurse no etimi kai na we na Ghana nursing oma kachi onum secretary a ono so eda no senior man ono so gene ho tren ha wo highway no so fasa issue we ono so che say rough etimi assault nurse na o hwe say aban dey rough be famra kwa so na we na hot na simply so na say jumedi bi so ekoka say journalist a so efwa investigation and as so dey no to science say BBBN me NC according to the footages are and also the free CCTV cameras and then so hospital or by our journalist in the review journal so chere margin what they say me be to be found say science journalist for na kan so man hwe na just almost so say you nyame fa sa ma ya race me bomb na just almost so bebo anywhere ya hospitals a mhwe na just almost so etimi abo mo pane bone ya na just say mo kan na ense emfata na we na Ghana Journalists Association na your president ashe say say wa ma retract ne sa statement na almost so betimi afre no wo court so buzu ma eze bejebre ne abo edira sanse mu that's it.
There's this story I want us to talk about, and it's got to do with journalists. Ghana Journalists Association for Akasa, Omo President Akasimbi. Now the GJA, Omakasa, almost say, if the GRMA General Secretary Dr. David D.Twum, Ayatela Nina Nenisa Petuono, fails to retract his statement, we will not hesitate from going to court to pursue legal action against him. We Albert Kwabena Jomfo, GJA president. And GJA president Akasa, or say, GRNMA for general secretary. Okasa Jimimu, your friend, David D.Twum. And yenina aseme kosi o Rich Hospital, ma papa we your friend, D.Twum, ne nisa petuoba. Ekotena radio so there threatening journalists in Ghana say ono the nurse for no bebo journalists for panie be cool journalists for Ghana until they should market. He actually threatened in some for Ghana. This is a guy who basically sat on TV and radio to threaten every single journalist in Ghana. Say, a seminar bana journalists will be criticize it, scrutinize it, baby a seminar also kosi near yet to me dream fame waba near the Bogana Hobino. Or tonight radio so can say, on any nurse for the be up journalists for the be at war. Now Mbaba Tomo Hospital, I'm a bomb on Paniakuomo. And a GJ for say, a seminar or Kayano on train sign and yes, sir, Omobeko court. What I want to tell the GJ is simple. He is not supposed to retract. He is supposed to resign. Because somewhere you don't feel capacity no one, he will still influence some young nurses to kill some journalists. So to stop the genocide he is planning, no? Because from what we heard and from what he said, he is planning a genocide. Or agribi what the team so opeso kuni pebi. For it not to even happen, no? The GJ is supposed to tell the association is part of that he is supposed to resign. Retraction will not change the intentions in his head. Because who aggression and when near say send your no TV so I can't summon. For all you know, no we didn't gather young nurses be ignorant. Ebi national service. Ebi omono they are easily convinced. We didn't catch nurse for the be say a draw way a duboni. Say who say na journalist bi aba na say who say when no TV so da when no Facebook da and what is so ye djuma radio we bia frɛ me mema wo de sa edro we abon the panieku no. So I don't agree with the GJA saying he should retract. No, I want the GJA to insist that he is sacked or he resigns, because all here ni any aggression on the cast asem na.
But and when the woman so a casa san me say my condemn several occasions. Say we shouldn't also tackle it in that manner. And it shouldn't be.
They are marking them. Those journalists, we have marked them. They will come and meet us at the hospitals. After they are marking them. Those journalists, we have marked them. They will come and meet us at the hospitals. After you, I'm serious about.
Why are you saying that? Hey,
they are marking them. Those journalists, we have marked them. They will come and meet us at the hospitals.
One can say my marking or see a marking. And remember, when these young nurses almost start a juma, no more year a year national service or hospitals are, they will do anything to be given retention or to be given permanent their appointment. Ain't what this man said, your young nurses, who are vulnerable, sa akwa we your friend David Tinkrano. For all you know, he has already put together a poison. A drubio obe kundi pebi are obe use these young nurses who are hungry to be given permanent positions. And it is not just him retracting, because when he retracts, the intentions are still there. He needs to be taken away from the avenue that to give him the opportunity to commit that crime. And GJA boss, they were 4 years to some day. So much chill. Nan enkwara ne bi chill. Omebo lagati ne kunwa twatwene. Sometime now you're late. So it is not about this idiot retracting. It is about you insisting that the GNRMA or whatever they call themselves, this guy, omobe sakeno, not only any access to nurses, only any access. Because remember, Ridge Hospital, same way see, this guy was able to infiltrate on Yejimo Ridge Hospital. He was able to infiltrate to even force the nurse to lie. Now, send you a nurse or a national service nurse, meaning this guy can convince any young nurse to kill somebody. Oshe neni se petuo any adrebonia woni trim any bonia ashana kume mumba. He is not done committing that crime, and until he kills a journalist, this guy will never stop. Because you see, the crime he wants to commit, it is not going to be him holding a syringe or whatever you call it to inject somebody. He is going to use a young nurse who is ignorant to kill a journalist until you don't even give him the room to be lingering around hospitals, health facilities, or carrying himself around as a general secretary of such an association. That position needs to be taken away from him. He needs to resign. He needs to be kicked out. He needs to be sacked like a fool. And this is a man opportunity to come close to that association. So I will tell the GJA that this route they are taking is weak. Yes, it is a weak route. The Ghana Journalists Association should write to the association which he belongs to and tell them, say, they want this guy to leave the association because he's a threat to every journalist who goes to any hospital in Ghana. Do you understand? Because president of GJA, ebia who issue statement we mo kasa asem we no ebia wo dodo ebia why waju say Sunday obeko hospital bi ebia why waju say Monday obeko hospital bi ebia wunim udu a akwa we betumi aka kire nurse ni bi say GJA president about the mombo no panie nku no, because on the lead journalist no e mo my den o mo expose me. For you not to be killed or murdered by this guy, you need to insist that association they sack this guy. If you say where you people are going, the weak part you are going, say you should retract. Retracting does not mean the intentions are gone. He can just come and sit on TV and say, I have retracted. But intentions, no. But how can you take the intentions out of his head? It is only by preventing him, by stripping him off, by taking him away from that capacity that will enable him to get access to poison to kill a journalist. And I think you people should come again. You should write a letter to that association and tell the association to sack this guy. Because no journalist in Ghana is safe in Ghana. No human being in Ghana is safe. As far as this guy is still the general secretary of this association of young nurses who are desperate to get permanency at different hospitals, as far as this guy has influence on young nurses, this guy can kill. He's a potential murderer from the statement he made. A potential murderer. Inti GJ president. So 1% kofo be dwu ofu na. Obeje so akan wie, wa for nwedi, akwa we, obetuma finance ni bisu ekum. Inti you people, some person protect journalists from Ghana. Any Ghana for you need to write to the Ghana whatever midwifery and tell them from next week this guy is not supposed to represent them. They need to sack him. Thank you. We'll come back to this matter. Now, and the health minister make his statement to be a very important statement. And I'll say about 7,000 previously unpaid nurses have now been enrolled onto the payroll and are receiving their monthly salaries. Now, while efforts are ongoing to migrate the remaining nurses, Health Minister say, "Eye nurse for another danko Akuffo Addo ne Bawumia ban." Yeah, eye nurse for last minute nurse for about 13,000 da. Bawumia moka say oma form adwuma abro man for man to payroll so right after elections NDC winning power na nurse for no agitate omo demonstration no. Health Minister Mr. Kando say emu 7,000 sesia no ye de oma to payroll so. Sesia no bosumi aketua no ye etua omo ka bosumi. Osi omo maka no aban edi wudwuma say ombema omo so nyina so e de akogu payroll so bosumi bia betua omo ka. Enti mess na eye Bawumia mujato hono. The NDC as a government, they are solving the mess. And mamika bibinche Ghana for. We are still in the ditch as a nation. The debt and the damage Akuffo Addo moye no. It will take us some time as a nation and NDC as a government to get the country out of it completely. And so Biagirian say they are going to frustrate the government. They are going to pressure.
Sound like GJA Media message Obejo Pro like na so subscribe to a POG political media for any day and obo council so with me drop subscription na wa share no for so answer so etimi akanom so hu de echo any day ba na person din komo na so share wadin so obetimi so apo e the comment section ho na also etimi account sem ho na POG Media brand e beba na yen su aba be ma ho eyi mo e. Na nsɛm a kyerɛ sɛ ɛyɛ secretary yɛ de betu dwa ka me akɔyɛ sɛ ɛyɛ nsɛm na ɔka na ka politics no ɛyɛ mo san sɛ adwuma ɔyɛ ne deɛ sɛ nka ɔyɛ neutral ne kwa sɛ ɔde ne ho mpo ɛfɔlefɔre ɛyɛ political issues bi na ka me akɔyɛ sɛ ɔyɛ MPP ni kan ya kyerɛ sɛ ɔno nso yi n'anim sɛ ɛyɛ saa nea saa nsɛm a no nso ɛtumi si wɔ hospital no ɔno nso bɛfa ho ɛde abɔ aban n'akyi like directly also it is or to that health minister also NGS watch say person yeah not to say kind of 40 million and simbi and so aka and the fact year John Dramani Mahama and appointments are also at the man Akuffo Kobi but say better so now yet details and as say my work or that's it.
Authorize the government to do things at their pace, then you that person you don't understand what governance is. You know, in the last 8 months, I became namunim baby a Ghana your situation war. Under Akuffo Addo, under Bawumia, under Kennedy Japan, under Brian Champon, you people saw your situation baby a war. And this is not a situation of one room. A nation that was run down by a group of criminals. So was you a journalist to say me? So I was say, why do you want do? We are Ghana ni ebi a unko school club. Why do you do? Now unim senior ya chechire mine. So we a parent to say me. Now we share even how to manage a home with maybe 3 kids or 2 kids, yourself and your wife. Now we senior how to put it together. Now so obia beje a country ya messing it up to the core. I was so we see ya obe kasa. Dia Mahama ni NDC cry yet till now no. They have done too well for anybody to sit on TV or on radio to criticize the government. They're John Mahama. And this is we aye. Baby, omo time ye free ye bedru ye. Baby, omo time dollar ni free ye. Baby, omo time inflation free ye. Baby, omo time a deficit when it comes to infrastructure free ye. Baby, omo time a corruption Baby omutam the baby omutam a crony free the way the country was messed up. Baby omutam petrol bo free now we baby and we are basically in heaven. And it's a journalist and that's how we Ghana Nibi. Now we have opportunity to speak about governance. Now our junior will say, Ubetumia run the country down or the government down because things are not done the way you want her. Mekacha will say, yeah, the Ghana man will say manage 2 seconds. You go mad. You cannot even manage your own home within 1 year to make things sit up. Moi, I wanted to criticize your Mahama buying. Baby, I end this time Ghana free. Say, ya wo, and I will fear Uja to 8 years. And I Uja call say, oh, Kotana Kurobi Swaba. Now, Obedu na se Ufia done there, send your Kufu Muja Ufia na. Uber to me the 8 months, Atani Kurobi do. But this man has never complained about anything. His appointees, his ministers, they have never stood on any platform to say Ghana for where the and this MPP and they have never complained. They have solved problems and they keep solving problems. It is how to say journalist and I say Nipebiti radio so can I buy way 8 months. Now because you don't understand governance. Before you criticize this government and say 8 months about step back, take a step back, go back and go look at the digits, go look at the data, go look at where we were, and then compare to today and do the calculation and ask yourself what these people have done. They have done magic. What the governor of Bank of Ghana, what that guy has done, he has done magic. What the finance minister, Akuffo, he doesn't like me, but I don't care. What the finance minister has done, he has done magic. When you go to the cocoa sector, we are expecting about $4 billion by the end of the year. They have done magic. This is a country that was run down into the ditch, deep down. It means when I hear people make those statements, I am who say either you don't understand governance or you are just trying to be diabolic or you just need attention. That's how I see it. Because say uni maybe ana Ghana jina unim the desperation na eda Ghana so unim yesika samsen na asay unim sibia na nyoma enkoye. We were all witnesses to the damage these people did. Into ba some chira me say sa damage na Akuffo Addo ye no 8 months we no damage ni nyina nyira. Sa the backlog of nurses over about 50,000 or omuja omugu fie 70,000 na omuja omugu fie no mo be some chira me say 8 months no I was so nurse for nyina nya adwuma. Mo be some chira me say sa nkwasiade Akuffo Addo muja ye e ka omuja to ho no just 8 months no I was say e ka nyina no me te say TUC for say they are going on strike. Why I was say aban no your debt levels. The question here is the NDC government ba aban mu no e ka say no de aka e ka ho nothing. But a car can you use 8 months to solve those ekano? And we are talking about impeniform yankwara. Into mumian jai sa diabolic, basically childish kind of argument, you know. Because those kind of arguments, you know, it will not change the course of the government. The government is delivering. The government is working. Me answer the criticize you, no. Me didn't can share what the person inherited. And whatever you inherited, if you have been able to correct or done even 50% of it, I don't have any room to criticize you. And I'm looking at this government, I'm looking back 8 months, baby ana Ghana yawano, this government has done about 90% of the job. So I'll be very unwise and stupid to sit here and tell Ghana for say, hey, 8 months ago, I didn't think John Mahama and solve a Ghana problem. These people took over 8 years to destroy Ghana. And I'm not cutting a slack for the government. Saying abaning ye bibi and kamaka say okay, abaning ye she. But the government, as we speak today, for about 2 years they doom some more Ghana, and hardly do you hear say obi kase me like to doom. This government, no matter what, fan go boy ding, they are still keeping the fuel price down. Say it is not where these people left it. The only way you can assess this government and say this government is doing poor is when you take the numbers the government before MPP Jan or Hono. If the numbers they left today, the NDC is not able to bring the numbers down, then you can tell me this government is performing poor in 8 months. Because the government were to $17 cities, not dollar no, and then I'm 11. You can't tell me this government is not performing. So I buy way to petrol 15. Now say the petrol no 15. Now I buy way to my limiting about 4 miles. You can't tell me the government is not delivering. So I buy way to ofanko kwine. Now obedru no a kwine no na contractor and to me international yejuma. Now the contractor so yejuma. You can't tell me the government is not delivering. Say I buy way by now you over 20,000 to 15,000 young people sitting at home. Now and there you police assistants be 15,000 ya fire service assistant be 5,000 na nkora we nyina enye adwuma ye o ka chem say aban we enye adwuma na wo bodam because aban na obeye de 100,000 napko adwuma no nipa ba kompo ni wo enye adwuma ye. So I am looking at the past numbers comparing to today's numbers and then I made him make a misstatements. Into what this guy is doing at the health ministry, he is basically working, and it applies to the government as a whole. Jimmy, your propaganda. You don't understand basic governance. In his answer on TV, so I criticize John Mahama Abino. Ask yourself, John Mahama Abino beto ya West in there. Tell me one thing. John Mahama Abino beto ya John Mahama Abino aseno. Because hey, where can these MPP or hanke tell me one thing. Tell me one thing. We all see what the government is doing, the IGP, the government itself, how today they are fighting Galamsey. It's not an easy fight, but at least you could see there's the willingness to do that. There is the willingness. Government no will so obey you. So at least Emma Arishim to say Aban Bibaya, the party officials, a sector minister, it release this statement, a whole report. My president say, Jubilee House no, omonomoya Galamsey no. And no crown here and see over such say the police, the government is on the ground trying to fight this menace. You want to tell me, say the government is not doing well? Where Jimmy? So look back. Me per one person or Ghana baka say me better TV so and the Akuffo no Bawumia 8 years no. Adebia John Mahama beto ye no. Sa ade with the John Mahama nya ade kura 8 months. No one can them na me debate. What are you going to talk about? When it's got to do with the forex and I say dollar, where are we? We are doing better. When it comes to employment, we are doing better. Today, see, let me show you. Come. Mama trouble. Today, how many people? 5,000 young men. They are now becoming what? Assistant fire officers. Enrechi, Nipa, almost 12,000. Police assistant. Almost 17 to 20,000. There are more to be given opportunities. We are talking about a government today, the land minister and the Watro Akroma Amabua. He is the acting environment minister. Akuffo writes to Attorney General for immediate revocation of LI 2462. And the Abaini say Sam Brana Akuffo ebietu ho na Galamsey for more MPP mu edi your forest no. And the minister now or acting as environment minister no or the Akroma Attorney General say or per se stop it mining in our forests. Inti actually we Jimmy no better TV so I catch me say aban we die what to aban no ho actually we a journalist or we a diplomat or we a statesman or actually we Jimmy actually we nim governance. This is what governance is. They are overturning every nonsense. So today a minister has written the Attorney General, nobody, you better stop it, nobody should enter any forest to go mine. What I want to work say, and I John Mahama Bino, Omunya Shedian and Kabine. What should the government do? Into me? So I got some great government where they have done about 80%. Ejuma John Mahama Ban we are here 8 months no. NPP are buying to me a say Juma we be anki. I'm telling you. The way they have even paid attention to the fight against Galamsey. Sanka NPP are buying edit 10% of what John Mahama more attention will pay to Galamsey to stop it. Anka ye ni hanne, I'm telling you. Enti me penipo ba kuma betra TV so aka say adia John Mahama Bawumia mo eja to ho a na say negative no John Mahama be west me pe adia ba kope. Modwa adentina modwa me mamu common sense ye dwudwam. It is simple. Enti answer na baba betina TV so answer na baba betina radio so aka say aban we ya money 8 months na wa kire me adea na ewo ho a na aban we say sa adea we na enye aban na be west. Tell me one thing. Oboso omu bi omano kan an John Mahama aban ka say oba obetu kokoo mu na sibia watum no wada de kuafo John Mahama ba oti kokoo so John Mahama ba power no. So ka so betu kokoo mu international price na mo change statement ni kwa say
so come on I bought RGNA Media say POG the Banoga and authentic political updater POG Media so and now from sabeti me account who the echo and the eba e wo my Ghana political issue na so subscribe it tell and the equal as America so better like na so over your subscription now I share now for so answer so to me account na person din komo so abetimi so abo e dey rather comment section no na so wetimi din komo na POG Media rant e beba aba be ma ho e mo e be da say so jebre e dey ma POG be se